Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Tarotspeaks. This is your General Love Reading from April 2018. We're going to be looking at your wants, your needs, the wants and needs of your partner, as well as how you view your partner, how your partner views you, what you're offering each other, what you're both aware of, and the underlying issues in this relationship. In terms of your wants, we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands in reverse. There may have been some opportunities you decide to drop or let go of, some things you decide not to invest in anymore, focusing only on your projects. This may be due to a money loss or a loss of some sort, where you feel like the investment isn't worth your time or your energy or your input. So you may have dropped a situation due to a loss or some sort of lack. In terms of your needs, you have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords. It's like you may need to come to a realization about what's not working, what's not helping you move forward. You may be gaining some clarity on that, which is why what you want to do is let a situation go. In terms of how you view your partner, you have the Ten of Wands and the Devil in reverse. You view your partner as carrying some burdens, coming away from toxic situations, coming out of situations that aren't serving them, but they are carrying a heavy load. The overall energies, the Two of Pentacles. This is about letting something go, juggling two things, making a decision to let one of them go. Letting some things go is what I'm hearing. Just let something go. Now, this may pertain to finances. This may pertain to a partnership. This may be pertaining to juggling multiple activities and then needing to let something go because it's not fruitful for you. So, in terms of your partner and what your partner wants, we have the Five of Wands in reverse with the Two of Cups in reverse. You can't see those, but I'll show them to you. Five of Wands and Two of Cups in reverse. This is talking about what I'm getting from the Five of Wands. What I usually don't get is someone not wanting to participate in a conflict, but also there may have been deception in the situation, so they decided not to fight for a situation anymore. In terms of your partner, they're coming out of union. So this may be with you or another person or another situation, but they're no longer willing to go through the whole fighting and arguing about things, and they're letting some conflicts go within themselves, within this partnership. Maybe even deciding to walk away from a partnership due to conflict, due to deceptions. In terms of your partner's needs, they have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. They may have made the choice to focus on their work, their projects. There may have been some losses as well on the side of your partner in terms of finances. Needing to plant those seeds, needing to redo or reevaluate what it is that they're doing so that they can have a more fruitful outcome. In terms of how they view you as the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups. So they may view you as no longer accepting any offers or defending this relationship or defending anything, or no longer on the defensive, but dissatisfied with the way things are going. In terms of what you're both aware of, we have the Four of Wands and this in reverse and the Six of Swords in the upright. So you may be both contemplating moving or having to rebuild a situation so you can come out of hardships. working on ideas on how to do that, how to move forward smoothly out of a situation that may have been turbulent. What I also see is that maybe an investment you were making before hasn't been fruitful and you have to reevaluate how you're doing things moving forward. This may involve a home situation where either the home, four wands in the reverse, something in the home is unstable and you're trying to come out of that situation, whether that's actually physically moving or moving towards trying to rebuild the situation, moving towards trying to make better decisions in terms of this situation. In terms of what's beneath the surface, we have the Page of Cups in reverse and the King of Pentacles. So there may have been some immature actions and someone decides to focus on their finances. There might have been some immature actions in regards to finances. And so now everyone is focused on regaining that stability. In terms of what you're offering each other, we have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. You are offering the opportunity to come out of feeling betrayed, feeling like things haven't worked out the way you want them to, trying to get over these I would say emotions, but over these thoughts. You have the Five of Cups, which is about sadness, looking at the cups that have been spilled and not seeing the new opportunities in front of you. You may be discussing this with your partner. In terms of your partner, what they're offering, they have the Seven of Cups and the Sun. So they're focused on their options in terms of love, in terms of what they need to do next. And they're focused on what options they can take moving forward. Now, what I see here is there may have been something that you were investing in and it didn't turn out fruitful. You're gaining clarity that things aren't working in your favor. And you see your partner trying to rebuild things, carrying a lot of burdens, but no longer engaging in toxic situations, no longer putting forth effort into things that's not going to be fruitful. Your partner may not want to engage in any conflicts, trying to stay out of conflicts due to previous situations that have happened. So they've come out of partnership in terms of love. They're not focused on love at this time. They're focused on rebuilding their finances, rebuilding their stability, and they're happily doing so. So in terms of this Two of Pentacles, something has changed. There's no longer this juggling act. Something had to be let go of because it wasn't bearing the fruit that you wanted. There may be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo involved. And like I said, right now, what I see is everyone, you're focused on your finances. They're focused on their finances. Also, you're focused on your projects. You're trying to work out what's not working, what will work for you. Trying to come out of the sadness about the situation. Needing to move forward. I see your partner as also not really looking at romantic offers, but looking at offers that are going to be fruitful as far as finances, tangible offers, things that they can work with to rebuild the foundation. So they're not focused on anything that'll be toxic to them. They're not focusing on anything that's going to be petty as far as arguments, temper tantrums. They're balancing their emotions. They're making a choice of focusing on their finances rather than relationship. You both may be making this choice. They view you as holding on to a situation, trying to gain higher ground in this situation. I'm going to draw some more cards. In terms of what you want, you may want to let a situation go and focus on your projects, not put any energy into something because it hasn't been fruitful for you. And with that, you have the Queen of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This may be in your chart, or you may just be severing ties with certain situations that aren't working for you. In terms of the Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you are gaining, if I can say it, you are gaining clarity as to what's not working and what's not going to move you forward. With this, you have the Tower, so you really gain some clarity on what you need to rebuild upon. Some structures are coming down, some faulty foundations are coming down, some things that haven't been working are starting to fall, and you're gaining clarity that things aren't as stable as you wanted them to be, and you're trying to decide which direction to take moving forward. In terms of excuse me, your partner and how they view you or how you view them. You view them as carrying a burden, trying to come out of toxic situations, and it's burdensome to this person. With that, they have the Six of Cups. So they're trying to release the situations of the past so they can work out these other issues that they have to deal with. Whether that be finances, family, home, whatever it is, something of the past, they're not dealing with it the way they used to deal with it. In terms of your partner, with the Five of Wands and the Two of Cups in reverse, they're no longer conflicted about the partnership. They may no longer be engaging in partnership at this time, and they have the Star card. They're hoping that they can come out of conflict, come out of a partnership that's not serving them, come out of situations that aren't serving them, regain their emotional fulfillment. And they may be just waiting on things to change, waiting on their ships to come in, waiting on some things to come to fruition for them. In terms of their needs, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers card in reverse. So like I said, right now, the focus may mainly be on rebuilding finances, planting those seeds, looking for those jobs, doing those things that they need to do to rebuild the structure. And with that, we have the Queen of Wands. So if they're taking on the energy of the Queen of Wands, or they need to be more passionate about the things that they're going after, but not in terms of relationship, more in the terms of finances and anything that will make the home life more stable again. They may have made a choice not to participate in the relationship because they're focused on those things. In terms of how they view you, the Seven of Wands with the Four of Cups. No longer fighting, no longer, or trying to regain higher ground, but not satisfied with what's been happening thus far. And with that, we have the Empress in reverse. Your partner may view you as being a little insecure, unstable, not feeling abundant, not receiving the messages that you want to receive. In terms of what you're both aware of, you're both aware of the Four of Wands and the Six of Swords, needing to move on or to rectify situations so that things can move forward more smoothly. And with that, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is about a loss of stability, and you're going towards things in a more independent way. In terms of finances, in terms of this relationship, you're both independently working to regain the stability here. Underlying issues, we have the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This is about, like I said, there have maybe been some temper tantrums or some situations that just aren't favorable for you or this person. And now you're just focusing on your finances, focusing on what you can rebuild. With that, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you may be waiting on some news to come in and things are moving pretty slowly. In terms of your partner and what they're offering you, they have the Seven of Cups and the Sun. So they're looking at their options. They're shining the light on their own options. They're trying to see what they can do, where they can go, what's the next steps moving forward. And with that, we have the Fool taking that leap of faith towards what it is that will make them happiest. And it looks like with that, what would make them happiest would be to focus on finances rather than the relationship. And in terms of what you're offering, you may be coming out of feeling betrayed in the situation and sadness. There's some sadness here. And maybe you're focusing on the worst case scenarios instead of focusing on, how to change the situation. With that, we have the Three of Swords. You may be a little heartbroken because the focus is on something else, or I don't see someone else, I see something else. Needing to focus on other things in order to rebuild. Like I said, with the Four of Wands, you're both aware of there's foundation is unstable, especially with the Tower being here. At the bottom, we still have the Two of Pentacles, so something needs to be let go of in order to propel things forward. So, in terms of what you want, you may want to sever ties with Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you're just very adamant in what you want moving forward and cutting off the things that are unnecessary. In terms of what you see your partner doing is they're carrying a burdens from the past, things that they've had to work on this whole time. So they may have been carrying some burdens, and you see that that's not working for you, and it's not working for them as well, because now they have to refocus on what it is they want and versus investing in this situation that isn't working. So they may be taking a leap of faith in a different direction. You may be heartbroken about this, but this may just be a time to restructure things, find out which direction you need to take. What do you need to do in order to rebuild? Like I said, the messages you want to come may not be coming in just yet in returns to finances or in terms of this relationship. But you're trying to move forward out of a situation that is unstable. I'm going to pull some Isis Oracle cards. One for you, one for your spouse, and one for the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with unconditional love and guidance. In terms of this heartbreak, Sagittarius, understand these things are temporary with the Tower. Sudden changes are needing to be made so that things can be built on a more stable foundation. This may require you to have some courage. This may require you to stand your ground in certain situations. If you feel like you've been putting in all the work, you need to express that. Have that another person express that to you, or maybe you're gaining clarity on the fact that, either you or the other person has been carrying a lot of burdens and is starting to crumble. So be careful with how you proceed and decide clearly what it is that you want to do moving forward. Either rebuild this situation or move on with the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So with unconditional love and guidance for Sagittarius for the month of April 2018, one for the partner and one for Sagittarius for the month of April. With unconditional love and guidance, April 2018. And we have Queen of Heaven, blessings from the Divine Empress of the Skies. That's for Sagittarius. And for the partner with unconditional love and guidance, we have Brother in Darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. And at the bottom of the deck, Spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess. So with Queen of Heaven, you're being asked to take a leadership role in this situation. Like I said, with the Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords, clearly understand what's not working, what will work for you, how you can change things so that things can be rebuilt. It's time for you to take a leadership role in cutting out things that no longer serve you and also rebuilding your own life as well. In terms of the Two of Pentacles with the Spirit of Isis, you may have to let some things go, situations, people, financial constraints, things that you've been investing in that aren't fruitful. Let some things go, but understand letting things go is not the same as giving up. Keep persistent on what you want moving forward. In terms of the Brother in Darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. This is about your partner not being afraid to move forward, not being afraid to take the next steps to make things happen the way they want them to. They're maybe going through a test during this time. So it's like this may be a trying time for them as well. So they may not be so focused on relationship, but they're not giving up on the situation. So they may be waiting on you to take a leadership role because they're viewing you as being a little bit insecure, not really fighting for the situation, discontented, but not really standing up for yourself. So with the Brother in Darkness being here, like I said, they're trying to overcome the situation on their own, which is maybe why you're viewing them as carrying so many burdens. So you're being asked to be patient with yourself, be patient with this other person, come up with some ways in which you can move forward in a more strong and assertive way, especially with that Queen of Swords, a more strong and assertive way. You're coming with the Queen of Swords energy, they're coming with the Queen of Wands energy. So if you put your thoughts together with your and plan things out, put your heads together, plan things out so you can move things forward, they will work out smoothly. It may be some bumps in the road along the way, but you can rebuild a situation. There just has to be a communication between you as to what direction this is taking. The partner may not be so focused on partnership during April because they're focused on finances, and you may have to take some sort of leadership role even in the midst of feeling heartbroken about a situation and sad about the situation, but there's things that aren't working, so they have to be rectified, whether that's together or separately. So don't give up, keep moving forward. You may have to let something go, but you have all the tools you need to move forward. Take these experiences as learning experiences and stand in your power. Understand that you have the power to change these energies. They are not permanent. This is not a permanent situation. This is just a bump in the road. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what you feel about these videos. If you'd like a personal reading or something more personal, please look in the description box. And thank you for watching.